Hey guys, it's Brother Peter. I wanted to make a video decrying and denouncing something that has been going on in my hometown of North Caldwell, New Jersey for several years now. And what I want to talk about is something very wicked that is going on at my local high school, at West Essex High School in North Caldwell, New Jersey. Now, I went to the public high school in North Caldwell. It was a regional school where several of the surrounding towns, along with my hometown, they attend there. And I graduated from there in 2011. Now, when I was attending West Essex High School, they started doing this kind of mock award show for the seniors. I guess you could call it like a mock award show. It was kind of like a mock talent show or a mock beauty pageant kind of thing. You know, what it was a thing they call Mr.West Essex. And they put on this show called Mr.West Essex, and they still do it every year to this day. And what it is, you know, a group of senior male students, you know, are picked to, you know, kind of compete for the title of Mr. West Essex. And they do all kind of, like, you know, they do a bunch of funny skits and like dances and like song routines and stuff like that. And, you know, people think it's really funny and, you know, cute and whatever. It's supposed to be entertaining. It's kind of just a joke. But, you know, and I was so, you know, strung out in high school, and, you know, I wasn't a saint in high school, so I didn't even realize what was, you know, all the things that were wrong with my public high school, because I was living a pretty bad life myself. But you know what? This thing, Mr. West Essex, it's so weird, the things they do in it, and it's actually just perverted and filthy and wicked, this show that they put on. And somebody needs to, like, you know, decry this and bring this to people's attention. You know, where their tax money is going towards in the public high school, what they're doing at these shows. First of all, you know, what am I talking about? Like, what is so wicked about these shows? Well, this Mr. West Essex thing, you know, it's filled with perversion and cross-dressing. Like, the main theme of this show is cross-dressing. Like, if you just go on Google or go on YouTube and just type in Mr. West Essex, that's all you have to type in. And actually, I wouldn't recommend doing this, but if you were to do that, go on YouTube or Google, type in Mr. West Essex, your mind is going to be defiled with a bunch of cross-dressing men. I mean, in this show, here's what my public high school does, and they do this to entertain their students. They take their senior male students, athletes, you know, football players, you know, the valedictorian types, you know, popular kids from in the senior class. They take these kids, and what they do is, for entertainment, they put them in women's clothing. Now, I didn't even realize this until after I got out of high school, how weird and perverted and wicked this is. First of all, let me say this. If you're a man and you think it's funny to put on women's clothing, you're a pervert. There's something wrong with you. The Bible's really clear. You know, the Bible talks about everything, and it talks about cross-dressing. And it says people who cross-dress are abominable perverts. You know, there's nothing funny about a man putting on women's clothing. The Bible says in Deuteronomy 22:5, it says, "The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord." You know, when you put on you know, a woman's cocktail dress, or dress in women's clothing for fun, you know, for Halloween or as a joke, you know, you're an abomination to your maker. He looks at you, God looks at you and thinks you're disgusting. And let me say this, any normal person that's in their right mind thinks you're disgusting. Now, I'm like appalled at the things that I saw when I typed in. I don't know what compelled me to do this a few months ago. I wanted to see like what they were still doing with this Mr. West Essex pageant thing. And what I saw was disgusting. Literally, the whole thing is about putting their senior boys in women's clothing. And I'm talking about men These are grown men. These are high school seniors wearing blonde wigs, wearing high-heeled shoes, wearing Daisy Duke short shorts, wearing, whorish cocktail dresses that a prostitute would wear. A whole group of them dressing up in short shorts and belly shirts like a whorish woman as a man, and doing all these kinds of perverted dances to all kinds of filthy rap music sung by Nicki Minaj and, songs by Miley Cyrus and people like that. Listen, something is seriously wrong at West Essex that this is what they do for entertainment. And it's disgusting. And, this is what our tax dollars are going towards. First of all, the senior men at West Essex High School need to wake up. Why are you letting these female teachers who are putting on this show, and the people who are in charge of the Mr.West Essex pageant, or whatever you want to call it, why are you letting them put you in a dress? I want you to know that, when they're laughing, when you're putting on this show and you're cross-dressing like a pervert, like Bruce Jenner, like some kind of sick in the head, just sodomite freak, they're not laughing with you, they're laughing at you. There's nothing funny about a man in women's clothing. It's disgusting. And why can't the people that are putting on this show, can't you find something else, to entertain your students? Why do you have to put the men in your school in women's clothing? That's disgusting. That's perverted. It makes me wonder if West Essex is filled with a bunch of pedophiles. This is what's going on at West Essex High School. That's disgusting. There's something wrong with you if you think it's funny to put on women's clothing. It's not funny. It's disgusting. There's nothing funny about a man putting on a pair of short shorts and a belly shirt and putting on high heels and a blonde wig and dancing to a song called Anaconda by Nicki Minaj, which is about a bunch of perverted filth. It just shows you that, this is where our country is going. This is where, this is what our public schools have to offer. How is that entertainment? How is that funny? It's disgusting. When you see a man dressing in drag, it should gross you out. There's nothing funny about it. It's degrading, and if you think I'm just being judgmental, you need to get some dignity for yourself. Do you have any dignity if you're gonna let these people put you in a dress and parade you around the stage at West Essex like some kind of, I don't even know what. It's disgusting. And besides all the cross-dressing, there's also, they're high school girls in short shorts dancing with these guys on stage, dancing in all kinds of perverted ways, doing all kinds of perverted things. There's something seriously wrong with West Essex. And, I guess I didn't really realize it when I went there, because I had a lot of problems myself when I went to West Essex. But when I kind of got out of high school and I sobered up after the last few years, and I grew up, and I thought back on my days at West Essex, and I'm just like, what is this thing, Mr. West Essex? Why are the teachers at West Essex putting on these shows and, thinking that it's entertaining and funny to put their high school students in drag and in short shorts and dress them up like a filthy whore, like a sodomite pervert, and laugh at them and parade them around? Look, there's nothing funny about, transvestites and sodomites. The law of God says that a sodomite, a homosexual, should be executed. That's how serious the crime of homosexuality is. That's how wicked and filthy these people are. God destroyed several cities. He destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah because they were filled with sodomites and pedophiles and perverts. And, I guarantee they were filled with cross-dressers also. And there's nothing funny about cross-dressing. Would you get up on stage and mock pedophilia? Then why would you get up on stage at a public high school and mock and laugh at, someone pretending to be a transvestite and these guys dancing like a bunch of whores? I saw one picture of one of your senior men in short shorts and fishnet stockings and booby tassels on, like nipple tassels. You say like, well, that's crass of you to say that. It's crass of them to do it. What are they doing over there? They must be just, they must just be totally defiled and out of their minds. Like, these are the people that are teaching our kids and raising the next generation. Woe unto the state of New Jersey. Woe unto Essex County that this is what we have to offer. What are you people doing over there? Listen, don't let them put you in a dress. That's not funny if you're a man. That's disgusting. First of all, you have no sense of humor if that's what you have to do to be funny. Find something else, to be funny, and find something else to be entertaining, instead of looking for a cheap laugh by becoming an abomination to your God by putting on a dress and a pair of high heels. And then, on top of it, putting your female students on stage in a bunch of short shorts to dance like strippers next to these abominable guys that you've turned into abominations for your sake of entertainment. It's disgusting. I wanted to make a video about this because, does this occur to anybody else? I can't be the only one who looks at these videos of the Mr.West Essex competition and thinks this is really weird. There's something wrong with this. The Bible says sodomites should be executed. The Bible says sodomy is an abomination. And cross-dressers, those are the kinds of people who cross-dress, are sodomites and freaks and pedophiles and weirdos. There's nothing funny about putting on a cocktail dress as a man. You would have been beat up 30 years ago in this country if you were caught putting on a dress and you were a man. Anyone in their right mind would have beat you up. And, it's no coincidence that this is what's going on in our public high schools. And, the country is filled with a bunch of soft men who are being, trampled underfoot by a bunch of feminist, just bull-dyke, angry women who love to abort and murder their own children. And, they're just the men, they can't even stand up to the women in this country anymore. And I happen to know, at least when I was there, the person who ran this, who staged this Mr. West Essex competition, it was a woman. It was, a sports coach, a female sports coach. And look, that's degrading and terrible. Someone needs to put an end to this. This is what our tax money is going towards. It's disgusting. There's nothing funny about cross-dressing. West Essex needs to wake up. The seniors need to wake up. Hey guys, wake up. Don't let a female sports coach put you in a dress for your whole student body to laugh at. Do you have any integrity? Do you have any dignity? This is a joke. I can't even believe that this is going on in my hometown. It's disgusting. Someone should put an end to it and stand up. And, if somebody asks you and you're a senior, to engage in this, this kind of, filth, say no. Or, figure out another way to be funny and entertaining. Don't let some woman put you in a dress and parade you around and laugh at you. That's a joke. You become a joke. You lose all your dignity. And, do you have any respect for yourself? But anyway, that's all I have to say. It seems like common sense that our public schools shouldn't be putting our men in dresses and booby tassels, for entertainment. And shouldn't be putting them in blonde wigs and high heels, making them, dance to perverted rap music like strippers, the men and the women in that school, putting them on stage and watching them parade around like strippers and whores for entertainment purposes. So, that's all I have to say. It's so weird. I can't even believe that it's going on in my own town. I can't even believe that that I didn't realize how weird it was when I went there. But I guess I was just as asleep and, fogged up as everyone else in that school. But it must occur to somebody in that school like, hey, this is weird. Why are our teachers putting our senior men in dresses and making them dance, for the entertainment of other people? Listen, New Jersey and New York are like Sodom and Gomorrah. New York City is Sodom and Gomorrah. It's filled with sodomites and freaks and homos. I go through there every day to go to work. It's disgusting in New York City. And, it's just, the land is getting ready, like the Bible says, to just spew us up and vomit us up. Blech! You know, just totally get rid of us. God just gonna totally wipe us off the face of this earth, because this is what we're teaching our kids. You know, that it's funny to dress up in a cocktail dress as a man and dance around, and that, you know, it's okay to be a homo and a sodomite. It's not okay to be a sodomite. You know, righteous judgment, justice for being a sodomite is the death penalty. And even in America, sodomites were put to death in the early days of this country. It's not funny. It's disgusting. It's abominable. You know, Mr. West Essex is a wicked, filthy, you know, show that they have ongoing there. And West Essex is obviously a wicked place if this is the kind of stuff they're doing. You know, the public fool system is failing America, because that's what this is. It's just foolishness and it's perversion. And, you know, someone needs to do away with that and, you know, wake up at West Essex and just cancel that thing. And just, you know, it's just perverted. Or, you know, figure out something else to entertain your students, you know, besides cross-dressing and dancing like a stripper. Okay, that's all I have to say about that filth. See you later, guys.